Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool A&E monophone, and this desk telephone is in really good condition. And this is Bruce's telephone from Wisconsin. And he's got some issues with his telephone. Basically, he cannot hear who he's talking to. And he's got a second receiver that he sent in with this telephone because he changed receivers. And so we're going to have to troubleshoot this telephone and find out whether his receivers are any good. He's got another one inside the telephone also, so he has two of them. But we want to go ahead and ring this telephone because we're going to do some checks on it. This is the initial checkout. I'm going to let that go a couple times. I want to answer the telephone, but there is no dial tone. And so I want to dial a 2 and make dial tone go away. I want to transmit into the transmitter. And if you watch that red light on the analyzer, you can see that this telephone is transmitting, but it has no receive. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the receive cap out and put the other one in. We want to hang up. We have our dial tone, but the handset still does not have dial tone. So neither one of the receivers are working with this telephone, and we'll just have to troubleshoot. Now I want to unplug the telephone because I want to show you the inside of this telephone. It's in very good condition, and I want to give you a look at it. Very clean, very original state. And this telephone is in very good condition. So we want to do some troubleshooting, and I'm going to take a short break and we'll do our troubleshooting, and then we'll get some more video of this as we do a final checkout, and we'll find out what's going on with it. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and so what we've done is troubleshooted the telephone, and we located the problem, and that was resolved. So there's actually two problems with this telephone, and they both had something to do with the receive. So now what we're going to do, if you see my meter here, I have it on ohms, and if I touch these two leads together, I'm going to get a little piezo buzzer sound, which is a continuity alert, and you're going to get a reading across the meter. And that 0.1 is going to be a dead short. So I want to take these two receivers now, and I want to measure across them. And so I'm going to do this one first here on the left, and I want to show you the reading across that. And it says 3.2. So it's very close to a dead short. It'd be 3.2 ohms. And that's very close to a dead short. Now I want to measure the one on the right here. And I'm getting 27.4, 27.5 at times. So it's not quite a dead short. So we're going to go ahead and put both of these receivers in the telephone, and I want to show you something. We've picked up our handset, we've activated the analyzer, and I want to go ahead, and we should be getting dial tone. But we're still not getting any dial tone. Just very, very little. Now I want to take the other receiver capsule. Hear how loud that is? take it out. So there's a noticeable difference, and I want to go back to the first one. Hear how low that is if the video's picking it up? It barely has any dial tone with this one, and that's because this one is pretty much almost shorted, and then this one has a noticeable difference. So we know that this receiver is good. And we know that before neither receiver was working, but this one is so low it's not even really worth using. But I'm going to send it back to Bruce just in case he ever needs to use it, just to check his phone or something, because it does have a slight dial tone now that the telephone's been repaired, and it is a slight dial tone. But we don't want to see a complete short across the meter, and we're getting about 3.2. So that receiver capsule is basically bad, even though it has a little bit of receive in the audio. So anyway, we want to set that to the side, and we can go ahead and do our final checks now. We'll go ahead and turn the meter off. We don't need that any longer. We're done with our troubleshooting. I'll go ahead and ring the telephone. I'll let it go one more time. I'm going to give you some dial tone. Now I want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers rack off. I want to end in a 2. I also want to transmit again into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone has receive now. It has transmit. It's dialing out, and it's ringing in on a ring cycle. What we can do is we can go ahead and hit this button on my switch box, and that gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. Now I'm going to call a time and temp number, and they've been having some problems with their equipment. You probably, when you hear the recording, it'll come on, and then you might hear some a real bad hum, and then they'll go back into the recording. And so that's on their end. They're having problems with their equipment. It has nothing to do with what we're doing here. So I'll go ahead and give you some dial tone. And we'll call our time and temp number.
Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, July 17th. The time is 1:27. Current temperature 102 degrees.
Hot and humid today, mostly sunny skies, highs in the 90s, highest heat index readings around 100, mostly clear this evening, lows in the 70s. Hot and humid on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the 90s, heat index readings to around 100.
Okay. So now what we can do is we can call one other number. We'll call my number, and it'll be busy. I'll give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Bruce and he can start enjoying his telephone. He's got a really super nice A&E Monophone here, and it's in very good condition, and it's very clean. And this is just a great telephone. They're very sought after. People really like these, and he's got the one that has, you know, all the extras on it. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.